They might try.
They may fake something, knowing Doug.
I think he'll kick the ball.
Honaker now with a 4th and 1 back at the 25-yard line. And they fake it and run it right up the middle, and they get enough for the first down, Jamie.
Play that little short snap there.
Pioneers weren't ready for that at all.
Pioneers were not ready for that. They picked up good yardage on that play, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Honaker. They got the ball out to about the 37-yard line.
That's kind of a risky call, but Coach Hubbard gets away with it.
But it worked. I think it's a little short snap back to one of the backs who were blocking for the punter. And
right. So it's 1st and 10, Honaker from the 37-yard line. Handoff right up the middle to scat back, and he squirts all the way up across the 45-yard line.
I think that was Bostic again, wasn't it?
I think so.
He's having a good second half here, but he picks big yardage. He's going to pick up about 9, maybe 10.
I think he got 10. I think he got enough for the first down. I don't know if they're going to measure or not. They're looking at it. They're saying it's first down.
Yeah, that is a first down.
I thought it was. 1st and 10, Honaker from their own 47 or 48, 47, I guess, yard line. They're running out of that power I now and getting the best of the Pioneers. Hand it to the tailback again, and he goes off right tackle. The Pioneers finally stack him up at about midfield. He's going to get into Pioneer territory where they're going to mark it.
Got the 49-yard line, or just over the 50. About, I don't know, no more than 3 on that one, Merle. It'll be 2nd down and 7. We're into the fourth quarter now.
14-7. Honaker leads it by a touchdown. 7-all at the half. Honaker scored in the 3rd quarter to take control or take a lead. Now they got a power I backfield. And they hand it to the right back coming off of the left side in front of a couple of blockers, and he barrels forward for about 10 more yards, all the way down to the Pioneer 40.
I think that was Parrott there.
Flags fly. I don't know. Officials evidently kind of mad over that one. He threw that flag 20 feet up in the air.
Even Parrott carried the ball, and he got enough for a first down, but...
I think one of the Honaker players said something, evidently. We'll see who the penalty's against. I'm not sure.
Flag comes down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Honaker Tigers. Somebody has said something, evidently, that they shouldn't have said.
That's going to be 15 yards. Takes the ball back to the Honaker 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down now and about 12, I think.
Honaker sends a wide out to the left, and then everybody else in tight with that power I backfield. They're settling in now, looking like they're going to try to run the ball against the Pioneers.
Well, they're saying it's going to be 1st and 10 now. Maybe they got the first down. I guess they do.
Handoff on the right side, and the Pioneers hit him right at the line of scrimmage and knock him back.
He's going to lose a couple yards on that play. Now they mark it about a yard loss.
Josh Witt,
44.
First one there on the tackle. Who was that carrying the ball?
I think that's Bostic again. It'll be 2nd and 11 now for Honaker from their own 44-yard line.
I think they'll throw it here. They send trips to the right, one wide out to the left.
Shotgun.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it to his tailback. He gets across the 45 down to about the 40, up to about the 48-yard line, 49. I believe we're going to mark it at the 49-yard line of Honaker. So it'll be a big 3rd down here now. It'll be 3rd and about 6.
Picks up about 4 on the carry, so it is 3rd and 6 from a Tiger 49-yard line.
If I'm a Honaker, I'd run it twice.
9:20 left.
They may try to throw it, though. It's a big down for both teams. Honaker sends trips to the right and one to the left. Going to throw it this time, I believe. Hilton out of the shotgun, sprints out to the right. Now he's got some running room, and he dropped the ball but picked it up on the run.
That's an incomplete pass.
Got lucky there. Did he try to throw it?
Yeah, the referee ruled that that's what it was. He called it an incomplete pass.
Oh, okay.
So no gain on that one. And Hilton had a little running room out there. But anyway, it's 4th down and about 7 now.
Ball comes back to the 49-yard line.
So it's going to be a 4th down. So I think Honaker certainly will punt.
They bring it back over in the middle of the field. Yeah, they
don't believe we'll
wise to punt.
Don't believe we'll have any fake this time.
Stout back to punt. Stamper
way back.
Stamper standing back at about his 15-yard line. And this time they kick it. Stamper comes up to get it and falls and loses control of the ball. And I'm not sure. I think Honaker may have gotten it, Jamie.
He did.
Tigers got it.
He lost it. He tried to make a running catch there, and I don't think he ever controlled it. He went down, but I don't think he ever had control of the ball. So Honaker gets it on the Pioneer 15-yard line.
Good recovery by the Honaker Tigers to get down there and get that, and I'm not sure who the player was that was there with Stamper. He hit Stamper. Stamper went down to the ground and got the ball in the process. May have been trying to get the ball instead of hitting him. Stamper had gone down. Now a power I, or just an I formation, 2 backs behind Hilton and so 2 wideouts to the right.
Big break for Honaker there. We'll see if they can take advantage of it.
Really is.
They're in the
under center now, Hilton.
Kind of an offset I there.
Pitch to the tailback. That's Bostic. He gets around the corner, gets a good block out there, and squirts into the end zone for a touchdown.
No, he didn't get in.
Well, he never did go down.
They ruled he stepped out, I think, on about the 1-yard line.
I didn't think he was that far over there at the side.
Evidently it's a touchdown.
Yeah, it was a touchdown.
I saw that official over there. It looked like he was marking the ball.
No, he never did get to the sideline.
No, I don't think so either.
Good run by Bostic. He's had a good second half here. 20-7 Honaker now. And they're going to try to make it 21-7 with 8:34 left in the game. Stout to kick. Snap is back. Snap is good. The kick is up and the kick is good. Honaker 21, Lebanon 7 with 8:34 to go in the game. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ. All right, back here at Lebanon at Tommy Bryant Stadium. Pioneers, after the costly fumble by Stamper, Honaker scores. Now Honaker kicking off, and a pretty good kickoff. Looks like that one might go to the end zone, and it does. It'll be a touchback, comes out to the 20. Pioneers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 8:34 to go in the game, and Honaker leading 21-7.
You know, the Pioneers had that for a couple of years. About every kickoff was into the end zone, and you don't have to work on kickoff coverage much.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
That's a good weapon to have.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, he got a good leg. He ought to be able to kick field goals if they work on it.
Yeah, I'm sure he can probably kick them. 1st and 10, though, Pioneers from the 20-yard line. And
see if they run out of the... they're going to run out of that wing set again. Stamper back there by himself. No fullback behind him this time.
They run a little counter-type play, but it doesn't work.
To the left wing, coming off of the left wing, and they don't get much out of that.
Nah, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tried to run a little deception there, but Honaker stayed home. And
well, they're just daring Lebanon to throw it, I think. They're staying up in there, and it's probably a good strategy. Try to make Lebanon throw it. Of course, you'd think Lebanon would be wanting to throw it here now as we go inside of 8 minutes. 2nd and 10 Pioneers. Wideouts on each side. Stamper looks to pass, throws it deep, and it's going to be intercepted. Yes, it was intercepted. No, they're saying incomplete now that he dropped it.
That was Parrott. I don't think he ever got complete control of that ball.
They dropped it finally there, I think, along the sideline.
He sure had it covered, though. He threw it right in his hands.
Should have had that one.
He should have intercepted it for sure.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 Pioneers. I think you're right, James. We were talking during the break. The Pioneers are going to have to throw it some. They're going to have to work on their passing game.
Yeah, feeding those wings, it just takes too long for them to get there. Unless, I mean, if you got speed, you can do it. I've seen some of these teams that really quick.
You have to have a really different blocking style, though. Now there's movement along the line on 3rd down, and whistles. The illegal procedure against the Pioneers is going to be 3rd and 15 from the 15-yard line.
But those wings have to get there quick. Because you can't, or you got to be awful strong. It's kind of like a single wing, to tell you the truth.
And it's, like you say, those linemen have to hold those blocks too long.
Oh, yeah. When you're going that far across the line of scrimmage.
All right, 3rd and 15. See what they come up with here. 7:44 to go in the pistol. Stamper hands off to the left side, nothing doing there. Try to get the wing on the right side going to the left, and they can't get Honaker blocked well enough to have any success there. And the Pioneers will have to punt it away. It's 4th and 15. There was no gain on the play. It's 4th and 17. He's lost a couple of yards there, I believe.
Stamper back in punt formation.
But he hits this one pretty good too. It's going about to 50. And
taking on a
fair catch.
Just inside, just on the police score market, right on the 50-yard line. 7:06 left in the game, 21-7. Honaker with the lead. They'll have the football.
Honaker should just try to run the clock now.
Yeah, I believe I'd keep it on the ground.
I think they will. I'm sure they're talking to him about not fumbling too.
Well, they had 4 fumbles. They actually had 5 turnovers in the first half, but none so far, I don't think, here in the second half. I don't believe they've turned it over.
I don't think so either.
Pioneers turned it over once.
When the power I set, Hilton under center, he hands it off to his right back, and he drags tacklers with him for about 5 yards.
Yeah, I think that's Bostic. That's who that was.
It was Bostic. No, I said it was Parrott on the carry.
Parrott, okay.
It was Parrott on the carry.
Okay, got you.
2nd and 5.
Yeah, he picks up 5 yards, so.
Hadn't seen much of Parrott in the second half.
No, he ain't carried it. Bostic carried most of the load here in the second half. I think Parrott's back there at that tailback now, though, isn't he?
Honaker taking her time. I think Bostic's the tailback. Power I set again. Everybody in tight except one wide out to the right. Hand off to Bostic again. He sprints through the hole with left tackling. Downfield he goes all the way inside the 30 and down near the 25.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark it on about the 27-yard line, so nice gain that time.
1st and 10 Tigers. I think they're wearing the Pioneers down in the trenches.
Yeah, they're a little bigger than Lebanon.
Lebanon's gone to a 5-man front now. Not sure how long they've been in that. I hadn't noticed.
I hadn't paid much attention either, but actually
Hilton under center and hands it to that's
Parrott going
right. Going to the right.
He'll pick up a little, but not much.
Kind of bulled with his blockers for 2 or 3 yards.
Take the ball, I think it's just over the 24, so it's going to be 2nd down. Look like about 6.
About 6, yeah. 2nd and 6. Ball at about the 23 or 4 yard line. Honaker looking to put this one away, and they just need to take care of the ball.
We get a whistle, I think, little equipment, little headgear trouble there. One of the Pioneers, but
must have been.
Probably couldn't get his chin strap snapped.
Honaker letting that clock run before they make this play. The game clock is down to 4:50. Pitch to the tailback. Bostic going left. tries to get to the corner. Can't get there, but cuts back finally. So they get out there and make a pretty good block for him. And Lebanon couldn't tackle him on the sideline there, and he squirted on up to about the 10-yard line.
Got it down. I believe they're going to mark it on about the 11. That's the first down. Maybe the 12. They put it on about the 12-yard line, I think.
Honaker trying to put it away here with 4.5 minutes to go. Now as they start that shot clock, not the shot clock, it's the play clock.
Well,
we're still in the basketball mode.
Yeah.
The play clock down to 10 now. They're trying to let it run down, run as much clock as they can. Now, Hilton hands it to his tailback on a little misdirection play and into the end zone. Bostic with touchdown. Pioneers just really didn't see that one coming. Did a little
misdirection
action to Bostic and on a good play. Good call by Honaker. And it's 27-7. Honaker for the extra point. 4:06 to go here in the final period.
A reminder there, after the conclusion of this game, we will have the Castlewood-Patrick Henry game.
This second half's been all Bostic, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been all Honaker. Pioneers unable to mount any offense at all here in the second half.
Kick by Stout. The snap is back good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-7 our score with 4:06 remaining in the game. Honaker with a big lead. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the best in high school football on WXLZ. After the Honaker touchdown, it's 28-7, and Stout kicks off for Stamper, and this one's going to go into the end zone. It's a touchback. He kicked it off to the left side, and the Pioneers will get it on their own 20 again, 1st and 10, with just over 4 minutes to go in the game. See what the Pioneers try to do here.
Down 3 touchdowns here now. Only 4 minutes.
They may just want to work on some stuff.
Change left, yeah, I think sometimes that's what you do. But they've had no offense. It's been 3 and out here. Maybe, seemed like I remember one first down early.
I think so.
I think that's about all they've gotten. I may be wrong.
I think that's right. They break the huddle and come up in that pistol formation. See if they keep running to those wing backs. It's been no success with that at all for the Pioneers. Honaker's really covered that well. Stamper wants to pass. Going to throw it deep down the left side. Got a man down there, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off by Honaker.
That was good coverage by the Honaker secondary.
Is that Cox downfield?
No, I think that was it 44?
Can't see. Is there a 44? No.
I'm not sure who it was.
I don't see a 44 in the...
Those numbers are a little hard to read.
34, James Sykes.
Could have been. I don't think
40.
I don't believe that was James.
40, Jake Dishman.
I believe it was Dishman. Gives the ball off to the fullback this time, and he's tackled right at the 20-yard line.
That's going to let the clock run.
No gain on that play. Clock is moving. We've got 3:45 left. 28-7. Honaker with a commanding lead now.
Good start to the season for the Tigers. They're backing off a little bit now, expecting the Pioneers to throw it. Stamper gives to the wing back coming off of the left side, and he's tripped up for not much gain.
So it's going to be 4th and 10. Pioneers in a punting position here.
I can't tell who's who here on this roster. Some of the numbers I don't think are on here.
They said it was an updated roster. It's supposed to be.
Wasn't that 49 they said carrying? That's what they announced on the PA.
I don't know.
There's no 49 on here.
Anyway, looks like Pioneers are going to let the play clock run down. I don't know why.
I'm not sure either. They take a timeout.
They call a timeout there.
I'm not sure why they did that.
I'm not sure either.
The clock had already stopped that. No, the clock wasn't stopped. That last play was a running play.
Yeah, it was. It ran it down. Then they called timeout. I'd have gone ahead and punted it.
Well, yeah. I don't know why they called
probably don't want Honaker to score anymore, but I don't think Honaker will try to score anymore.
I wouldn't think so. Just take a couple of knees.
You tell whoever tell me how he got that. Golden Adams is third game, and that's who I'm announcing. I'm not announcing that. Who gave you this? Let me see.
Both teams huddled up. No. Oh, we broke away, didn't we?
Say.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
What's he talking about? Are we back, Amber? There we go. All right, Will Stamper is going to punch here on 4th down for the Pioneers, and he gets a good one. Big, high, long punt. It's taken back at the 42-yard line of Honaker, and a good tackle made over on the far side, tripping up the ball carrier. I'm not sure who that was made the tackle, but there wasn't anybody else there. If he hadn't made that tackle, it's a lot of yardage.
That'd have been a pretty long punt return without that tackle.
Yep.
So Honaker will take over on the 50-yard line with 2:26 left in the game. They have a 28-7 lead.
They got it 1st and 10 right on the 50. And I would think they'd run a couple of plays, take their time and run this clock down. 2:26 to go. Honaker leading it 28-7. They've taken control here in the second half.
Done a quarterback sneak. I think they've made several substitutions. We'll never figure out who it is. And they lose the ball with a fumble.
Fumble, and the Pioneers recover. That's about the 6th turnover for Honaker.
Yeah, that's 5 fumbles for sure they've lost.
The quarterback sneak, I think it was just a fumble. I'm not sure he meant to sneak.
May not have even gotten a snap because
Yeah.
Honaker had made some substitutions. I'm not sure who was even in there at quarterback.
I thought maybe the Pioneers would, out of that T formation, would try to get outside some because Dillon's pretty fast, but they haven't really gotten it out around the corner any. Here they are out of the pistol again. Handoff this time to wing back coming to the right. He dodges one tackler, but can't get away from the second one as he tries to get around the corner. Gets it to the 48-yard line, about no gain, I guess. That'll make up 2nd and 10. Yeah, they do too much running to the sideways. Don't really get upfield with that wing stuff. I guess they're supposed to cut inside there at some point and go upfield, but they haven't been able to. Honaker's done a good job covering that. Pretty well prepared for that. Now here's a handoff to the fullback, I guess it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He goes off the left side. That's Holland. And he gets pretty good yardage down to the 41-yard line.
It'll be 3rd and about 4 for the Pioneers, maybe 3.
Yeah, 3rd and I'd say 3. They need to get it to about the 38-yard line. Look for him to throw it a couple of times, I guess, as the clock runs down, nearing a minute.
Got a little light show over on the Honaker side there.
Yeah. Out of the pistol again. Handoff this time to the wing, coming to the right, and he gets across the 40 down to about the 35, enough for a 1st down. That'll stop the clock to move the chains. Of course, Honaker's got some subs in there. Pioneers able to move it. We're inside of a minute to go now in the game. One of the Pioneer players coming off for hobbling a little bit. I think that was Andy Stutes. Now straight T formation. Hand off to the middle man, the fullback. And Logan Adams carries down to about the 32-yard line where he's grabbed by the ankles and dragged down.
Pick up about 3. Clock still moving, about 20 seconds left. I don't know whether the Pioneers are going to run any more plays or not. Reminder that Matt will be on shortly with the Patrick Henry Castlewood game. Clock has run out. 28-7, our final score. The Honaker Tigers, with good second half play, outscore the Pioneers 21-0 and pick up their first win of the season.
Good start to the season for the Tigers. They've got George Wythe next week. That'll be a tough one probably for them. So
we'll have that game on. Plus, you and I will be here and do the Lehigh-Lebanon game next week. So anyway,
should be 2 more good games.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight. We'll not hesitate getting off here as we've got another game to go. So final score 28-7 from Earl Allen. I'm Jamie Farley, wishing everyone a good evening. This has been a sports presentation of WXLZ.